Sick Heart River by John Buchan. Read by Peter Joyce. Leithen had been too busy all day to concern himself with the thoughts which hung heavily at the back of his mind. In the morning he had visited his bankers to look into his money affairs. These were satisfactory enough. For years he had been earning a large income and spending little of it. His investments were mostly in trustee stocks. He found that he possessed, at a safe computation, a considerable fortune, while his Cotswold estate would find a ready sale. Next came his solicitors, for he was too wise a man to make the mistake of many barristers and tinker with his own will. He gave instructions for bringing the old one up to date. There were a few legacies by way of mementos to old friends, a considerable gift to his college, donations to certain charities, and the residue to his nephew Charles, his only near relation. He forced himself to lunch at one of his clubs, in a corner where no one came near him, though Archie Roylance waved a greeting across the dining-room. Then he spent a couple of hours with his clerk in his Temple chambers, looking through the last of his briefs. There were not a great many, since for some months he had been steadily refusing work. The batch of cases for opinion he could soon clear off, and one big case in the Lords he must argue next week, for it involved a point of law in which he had always taken a special interest. The briefs for the following term would be returned. The clerk, who had been with him for 30 years, was getting on in life, and would be glad to retire on an ample pension. Still, it was a painful parting. "It's a big loss to the bar, Sir Edward, sir," old Mellon said. "And it's pretty well the end of things for me. You've been a kind master to me, sir, and I'm proud to have served you. I hope you're going to have many happy years yet." But there had been a look of pain in the old man's eyes, which told Leithen that he had guessed what he dared not hint at. He had tea at the House of Commons with the Chief Whip, a youngish man named Ritson, who, in the war, had been a subaltern in his own battalion. Ritson listened to him with a wrinkled brow and troubled eyes. "Have you told your local people?" he asked. "I'll write to them tomorrow. I thought I ought to tell you first. There's no fear of losing the seat. My majority has never been less than 6,000, and there's an excellent candidate ready in young Walmer."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?